When you have some questions and you need some answers, just ask Sam. When you have some questions and you need some answers, just ask Sam. Sam knows the answer, he'll find it for you. Sam's the man, and he's got some hand too. When you need some answers, ask Sam, ask Sam.
Ask Sam, with your host, Sam Copeland.
Hi there, welcome to Ask Sam, where I answer your questions on all sorts of topics. Today's question comes from Zach, living in Pittsburgh. Dear Sam, have you ever been to Machu Picchu? The answer is no, but I would sure love to go. Machu Picchu is located in Peru, South America. It was built around 1460 by the Incan people. The mountaintop city was used as a religious retreat for the Emperor Pachacuti. It is famous for the impressive ancient engineering the Incans used. Around 150 stone buildings sit 8,000 feet above sea level, with 700 man-made terraces to protect the city from erosion and mudslides. There are two ways to reach this city in the clouds: by train or on foot. I will be riding my chain later in the show. Meanwhile, our on-the-spot reporter Danny has bravely volunteered to hike into the Andes Mountains on foot. Danny, are you there?
I am here, Sam, at the start of the Inca Trail.
How long do you think it will take to get to Machu Picchu?
4 long days.
But don't you like camping and hiking?
No, not really.
There's a trooper. Danny is tromping through the wild. I've booked a more luxurious route. But first, we must fly. It's a long 23-hour trip from here, Wilmington, to Loreto, to Lima, Peru, to Cusco. Cusco was the capital of the Inca Empire. Founded in the year 1100, there's a lot to see here. The city is even higher in elevation than Machu Picchu, at over 11,000 feet. The air up here has 20% less oxygen than my home at sea level. That can cause travelers to have serious altitude sickness. I hope Danny thought of that. Hey Danny, how did day one go?
It was very hard. It was all uphill.
How's the air?
It's very thin.
Well, you are in the mountains. Tomorrow's another day.
I'm never leaving this tent. No more climbing.
Okay, Danny, you get some rest. We'll see how you're doing in the morning. I hate to tell her, but tomorrow is also uphill. A little downhill on day 3, but apparently it's even harder. Oh, gotta go find a hotel. Good morning. Today I will be boarding the Belmont here in Bingham train to take what is considered one of the top 10 train rides in the world. I'm pumped up. This luxurious train is named after Hiram Bingham, the American professor who rediscovered Machu Picchu in 1911. For 400 years, this amazing city was hidden from the world. Only local farmers knew of its existence. Our amazing train ride will take 3 hours and 15 minutes. Then we'll take a bus ride to Machu Picchu. I suppose we'll check in on Danny, what she did last night. You look a little wet.
That's cause my tent had holes in it and it rained last night.
Oh man, that sticks.
Today we're climbing something called the Dead Woman's Pass.
Woo, sounds exciting.
I want to come home now. Can you tell Mom to come get me?
You're under contract. Let's move on. Oh boy, the Hiram Bingham. This has to be the most beautiful train ride in the world. Here, looking at you, kid. We are here in Aguas Caliente. We'll rest up tonight and be at Machu Picchu early in the morning.
Sam? Was that you? Sam? Sam?
Well, Zach from Pittsburgh, here it is. Such a magnificent place. Thank you all for taking this wonderful journey with me. Looks like we're out of time for the first episode of Ask Sam. Keep those questions coming!
I finally made it, Sam, and it's just so...
The government of Peru does not recommend children under the age of 14 attempt to hike the Inca Trail.